Hello, this is Chris, or Charlie, Sierra, Tango, Golf, Papa, Alpha. Today we're going to look again at adding a texture to a background, and again looking at plugins for doing skin smoothing. First, let's start with the texture. As you can see from the image, I've already selected the model, and this model is Claire. I've added a texture below the layer I'm working on, and it's this one here, which is a nice night sky that I took. So put that back in again. As you can see, that layer is selected, the background copy is selected, and now we're going to go to refine edge. As you can see, I've got the smart radius selected again with a 96.8% pixel rate. I'm going to take the contrast out, and we're not going to decontaminate colors yet. Well, it's looking pretty good, but let's look at it with the background layer underneath it. So we go to on layers. There we go. Now we can see what we're working with. Right, we need to clear this up a bit. I'm going to increase the size here. This is one area where you can't use the right square bracket to increase the size. I don't know why. It's probably just a glitch. But we're going to go around the outside like we have in the past. Just go around so we've got some sort of idea. There we go. Down here looks a bit messy. We're going to have to come back and work on that with the mask tool. Let's go down here. Okay, now the colors are not going to be black and white, so let's decontaminate the color, which adds a little help there. I'm going to use the minus up here. If you look at the top left there, I'm going to use that minus key, and I'm going to take out that right there. And it's clearing it up a little bit. That's just about it. Whoop. I don't like that, but we'll have to clear that up when we actually work on the mask. Let's take that off. Again, I'm going to have to clear that up a little bit with the mask. Okay. Let's try this. Let's give a little bit of contrast here. It might give me my edge that that's working on the edges. So there's just a little bit to be cleared up here. Down here we'll have to clear up with the mask, and here. So let's click OK. Now, as you can see, we now have a new layer. It's taken the background copy and made it invisible, which if we put it back in again, you'll see what happens. And here we have the mask and the new image. So I'm going to click on the mask, and we're going to work on that. We select black here, go over and pick up the paintbrush tool. It's a little small, so right click on the square bracket, make it a little bigger. We've picked soft here, 200 pixels is about right at the moment, and an opacity of 73%. Okay, let's work on this area here. We'll come back on that. There we are. Much better. Much better. And we want to take that out there. Okay, need to get a little smaller. Left square bracket. Okay, and here. There we go. That's coming out nicely. That's good. Now we want to go down on the right hand arm here. Now we've got rather an odd shape here, so now we're going to select white. And we're going to put that bit of arm back in again here. That doesn't look like it's disappearing quite so much. Let's get this straight. Oh. Easier said than done. No, I don't like that, so let's click on black and just take that down. There we go. That's better. The hat looks alright. I need a bit of... It's a bit too much right there, so let's take that back. That's good. And just a little bit too much here. That's good. Bit of red, bit here. There we go. I don't mind the bit of red coming in onto this hat here. That's good, that's good, that's good, that's good, that's good. So there. Just straighten that up. That's good. That's good. So, now let's click on the layer below it, because it's not quite what I want. I want to first of all use the blur, Gaussian blur filter, and play with it a little bit, just to see what happens. That's not quite what I want. And that's okay, that's good. That's getting there. Now I'm going to actually darken that a little bit, so I'm going to use a little curves layer. Now I know you can't see, but I'm going to hold the Alt key down, and when I hold the Alt key down and put the cursor over this, actually the cursor changes to a little sort of bucket type thing. I don't think you can see it, but I'm going to click on it, and what that does is it just makes this curves layer apply to the layer 1, which is of course the sunset. Now we're going to bring that down a little bit. I'm going to click there just to hold it, and then I'm going to pull this down just a fraction so it gets there. Yes, so there you are. Let's have a look at it in full screen mode. Yes, that works for me. That works for me. Let's hope it works for you too. Well, there you go, adding a new texture. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll finish the rest of this edit on the next tape.